welcome to another session of Time to Roll the Dice. It's a Wheel of Time 4th Age D&D game. The previous session that we have, our team has been traveling from New Hope through the wilderness, what used to be known as the Blight, trying to get to the town of New Steading, where they are going to be investigating some missing persons that have been happening throughout the territories of the Borderlands. Avorie in the last session was explaining to the party about New Steading. It is basically a colony of channelers. Sentiment against channelers throughout Randland is starting to go more towards the negative. And these people are essentially escaping what they feel is persecution just throughout all of the Westlands. They have been traveling for a full day. They took off right before lunchtime, camped overnight out under the stars. Olvon was very freaked out about the wilderness, actually was frightened by the environment. Didn't do so well. Half the way through the day, the second day of traveling, just after their lunch break, they started hearing the ambient noise of the wilderness went absolutely silent. And then they heard a noise from both sides of them. Shainale, and not being very proficient at horse riding as a sea folk, her horse took off. So she's down the road somewhere. We're not really sure. We'll check in with her and see what's going on. But as she gets taken off, the party gets attacked on either side by 4 witspins, which are tentacled beak beasts that have poison in their tentacles. And they were very hungry and looking for a snack. The party, although successful overall, didn't fare very well. Olvon is out of spell slots. He successfully overchanneled and was able to take down 2, I believe, of the whipspins. Avorie attempted to throw him a heal all, which is essentially a healing potion, which failed. Then she attempted to overchannel, just to channel at a higher level. So she still has spell slots, but she really wanted to give some oomph for one of her spells. That fucking failed. And as a consequence of her overchanneling, she now has a severe headache with a -3 penalty to all checks. So saving throws, regular checks, just anything. It's a -3 until she's able to recover, and in order to recover, she needs to sleep for 24 hours. Storm Rider was tentacled and bitten, so Storm Rider is near death. And Rieht actually went down hard, but Avorie was able to save him, so he's not dead. And then that is... at the end of the battle was literally where we left off. So we have done 0 recovery. We have done, the battle ended, and that's where the session stopped. So we are going to pick up with Avorie and Olvon. Just describe to us what your condition is immediately after this battle, and any thoughts that you have, things that you want to do. Rieht is just kind of sitting, oh my god, it hasn't happened in a long time. So. Take it away.
I'm barely able to stand on my feet. I'm gonna just sit down and breathe for a bit. On a scale of 0 to 25, I'm feeling like a 2 right now.
And I am overwhelmed. I'm in so much pain in my head. I know I'm chastising myself on the inside because I remember from my brief stay at the White Tower, that what I just tried to do literally could have killed me. And so I'm really angry with myself that I risked it, but not so much that I could have hurt myself, but that I could have left these people that literally don't know where they are or what to do in the situation vulnerable. So, but I'm just in a lot of pain. Gwen comes up to me because Gwen is safe, jumps up on my shoulder, and I just kind of hobble over and just like slide down a side of a tree next to Rieht. And I'm just like laying my head on Rieht's shoulder because, you know, he's my
his
bestie.
arm.
On his arm. Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, on his arm, but like next to him, like, because he's my bestie.
A lot taller.
So a lot taller. But you know, like literally just like hunkering down next to him in exhaustion and in pain, and just kind of like patting Gwen reassuringly. And I'm overwhelmed. And it like, yeah. It's been a long time since I fought anything like that.
Yeah. Hold on. Any thoughts? Oh, any other thoughts? Like, what are you doing? Besides, on a scale of 1 to 25, being a 2.
No, it was very eye-opening experience. I thought I was a lot more ready for the world than apparently I am, and apparently all of us were. Shainale's horse included. I'm kind of worried about Shainale, given what we just fought, and that her horse just, you know, took the hell off. So, I'm kind of torn right now in between trying to push on and find where she went, and knowing that we need to recover, because if anything, even just like people came and attacked us right now, we'd be screwed.
Yep.
I'll voice that concern to Avorie and Rieht.
Yep. And you're absolutely right, Olvon. And so I struggle to get back up, and I think I have 1 healing potion left in my pack. So I'm gonna hand it to Olvon instead of tossing it to him this time. And because he's in far worse shape than I am, I think. And so since I overchanneled, I still have a spell slot left, right?
You still have spell slots left, and you aren't burnt out, so you still have the ability. And you both had successfully embraced the source, and so hypothetically you guys can still be embracing the source. I won't make you roll that again, because it'll just have carried over from you guys just finished this battle.
Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is, because I know Rieht's also in pretty bad shape, I'm going to go ahead and cast like level 1 Cure Wounds on Rieht, because I know that, or Healing Weave on Rieht. I'm going to use my minimal ability in healing to try to help Rieht.
Okay.
A little bit, because he's in pretty rough shape as well. They really wanted to have him as a snack.
You saw him go down, and I'm pretty sure that terrified you.
Exactly. Absolutely. Rieht's been part of my life for most of my life, and you know, a good 10 years now at this point, and I just don't want to, the thought of him just not being there is so I'm just going to cast level 1 Cure Wounds.
I guess since we're all next to each other, just for giggles, I can have my little protector turret Terangrial do its thing, since Avorie never got the benefits of it during the whole fight.
Yeah, we could do that also. 100%.
Yeah, why not? Let's see. Yes, I want to use ability.
Okay. So I'm going to come up here to Rieht and cast.
So, a whopping 1 there on the. I love how it still says base damage, but it's just temporary HP. What happens if I click the healing button? This has never popped up before.
Yeah.
Oh!
It does it again. Okay, weird.
Okay, I need a tutorial again because I'm an idiot. How do I untarget myself and target Rieht?
There's the little target bullets at the bottom left. And I believe Rieht's, yeah.
Girl. It's not letting me. I hate Foundry sometimes. I'm struggling. I'm targeting myself right now.
So left click.
I got it.
Or right click, sorry, other word.
Got it.
The other word.
Yep, I got it.
I totally
The
know
other
my
one.
left from my right.
Hey, I healed 7 hit points. Yay!
Nice.
It's amazing.
Awesome. And then since you handed a heal all, again, that is, so heal alls in the Wheel of Time, for those of us who have read the books, which I hope is everybody who's watching this, because it is a full spoilers for the entire series. The way Robert Jordan wrote the books is, and the healing in the books is obviously very different from what D&D has. So I have rewritten the ways to recover HP to make it more reflective of what was in the series. Now, obviously, Weaves act as Weaves act. This is the 4th age, so we have had a lot of time for all the various healing styles to come forth. So all of the spells that you guys have will function as that spell naturally would. So there's going to be no changes to those rules. That being said, when a player's HP drops for any reason, it will take time to heal naturally. During a long rest, the players can roll any unused hit dice, but must have a medical kit, an herbalism kit, or something of that nature on hand, and the tools will be expended once it's used. When these are used, the player can only recover up to half of the lost hit points. So, like, all of these things don't automatically heal you all the way. Also, that being said, so healing potions come in a couple of varieties per the books. The general healing potion is called a heal all, and it can be used to gain 1/6 HP. Greater heal alls, so like a potion of greater healing, can gain up to 1d12 again, but only up to half of what you lost. So if you've got Olvon, you've got 25 HP, you lost 23, so you can only gain up to half of that using these healing potions. Natural healing occurs at a rate of 2 HP per day. If you attempt to sleep all day, rest, limit activities, so basically like you're deliberately trying to recover quicker, you can gain 4 HP per day. If you're very active, this reduces to 1 HP per day. So if you're out, if you get in a battle and then you go fight the next day, you're just not gonna recover as quickly. You might rip open those stitches or whatever, exhaust yourself. Your body's just not doing what it's not spending its energy on healing. So does all that make sense to y'all?
Yeah.
Any questions?
What about Marvin Gaye healing?
That might be under heal all potion. So somebody sings to you, might help you a little bit more.
Listen, that would do it for me.
Words are magical.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
And I feel like that would be a talented person, so he would have a talent for singing and healing, i.e. a bard.
I was
You get
going to
like
say
a bonus if it's like Green Aja.
Like a bard, yes.
Love it. Love it.
Marvin Gaye, the bard.
Yes. The bard of healing.
Yes.
Its words have magical power over you. Anyways, so with all that being said, Olvon, you just got handed a regular heal all by Avorie, so you can take that and let us know how much that also helps. And
when you take it like that, that part of the healing is pretty much instantaneous, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, because essentially, it's a just herbs that have been gathered, and it helps you. So it reduces inflammation, and it kind of packs the wound. Like there'll probably be a little suturing involved with that as you take the heal all. So kind of like using it as a general, like you guys are doing things to put your bodies back together. Your poor beat up bodies.
All right, let's see what I get on the D6 then. Oh, 1? Bruh.
Yeah, you're doing well with your rolls today.
Oof.
Look, I did decent last time. I gotta pay for it this time.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
you're exhausted. So like you're not functioning at full Olvon quality.
Well, I'm 3 out of 20. I feel on a scale of 24 because it's not 25. My bad. I misspoke. I feel like a 3 now.
Worse. Well, wouldn't it be a 4 because your little thingamabobber healed everyone 1 extra HP?
I still have 5 temporary left over from the battle.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. So, those are temporary HP.
Yeah, those are temporary HP, not an actual healing.
Gotcha.
Thankfully, it only replaces if it's a higher number.
Yeah.
So.
Lovely.
Considering that you guys have over 2 days of travel at regular speed, maybe you need those. That's good.
Okay.
We're gonna switch over at this point to Shainale. After you heard those initial clicking sounds and your horse took off, explain to us what happened. Like, where are you? What's going on?
So, Shainale's first instinct was to like grip onto the horse and like hold on for dear life. Mm-hmm. She's desperately trying to hold on for dear life. What can she hear? What's happening behind her?
You would have heard the battle sounds behind you. So you would have heard them coming out, and like you can hear all 3 of your traveling companions like talking to each other, and there was a thunder wave, so you heard a couple of explosions, and Olvon's cannon went off a couple of times, and these things are clicking and growling, and Rieht roars at one point, so you hear all of that.
Okay. So I think like in the first, her first instinct is like, oh my God, this horse is taking off. She tries to hold on for dear life. And then as soon as she hears like the sounds of battle, she's going to try and sit up on the horse and try and regain control of it so that she can turn around and go back. Okay.
Roll me an animal handling check at disadvantage. Because your horse is at full speed right now. And it's the Suan Bella relationship where you're just going like
oh my God. Okay. What animal handling? It's at plus. Okay, it's at 0. Okay. Advantage.
Oh
dear.
my God.
2.
It's 2. It's a 2.
Oh.
So, okay. Can I fall off the horse?
Absolutely.
I would love to fall off the horse. I would love to do that. So yes, Shainale is going to, I don't know how you want it. Like, I think she's going to recognize that she can't do this. This is not for her. This horse business, it's so far removed from what she is used to. And so she is just going to kind of barrel roll off of the horse. Just like let go, roll off of the horse into some bushes and hope that she doesn't like land on anything terribly sharp. Maybe I shouldn't have said. Can I take that back? Actually,
no.
She lands on a lovely soft bush. Actually,
give me
the dream right there.
A Constitution saving throw.
Constitution
to see what you run into, essentially.
How do I do a saving throw? Oh, wait.
It's under, so if you go to attributes and at the top,
Abilities.
and then it's just abilities. And then when you
It's
click on
saving
that, it'll give you the option of saving throws.
Guess what? I have -1 Constitution. Okay, and it's a saving throw. Just normal. It's not, I don't have disadvantage.
Just normal.
Okay.
Unless there's something you're specifically trying to do to... Nice.
18.
Advantage not needed.
Yes.
Yeah, you... Even though you will take 1d4 damage, because, like, Radiant is going very fast, and this is... Even though you're used to jumping off the rigging, but it's a completely your legs are just up over your head. But in spite of that, when you roll into the wilderness or something Avorie told you specifically not to go into, you just happen to not run into anything that is going to attempt to murder you.
At least not yet.
Not yet.
So as soon as she is on sort of her feet again, she is going to start booking it back the way that she came.
Awesome.
Same direction that Radiant came from. She's going back the exact same direction.
All right, and go ahead and roll for that 1d4 damage and just subtract it manually.
Okay.
Because I'm going to make you roll your own damage. I'm not doing this to you. You cannot blame me for this.
Oh, it's just the one. It's
Probably
just
a
the
good thing you rolled that, because I would obviously rolled a 4. So,
So how do I subtract it?
if you click on it, they'll see a number below you. So if you click on your token,
Yeah.
or you can open your character sheet and
Oh, I did,
and you can do it that way. So there are so many ways to do this. So your shoulders that you landed on, it's a little bruised, and like, oh, that's gonna, like, my butt doesn't feel good, my legs don't feel good, and now my shoulder doesn't feel good.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the
So
wilderness is not treating you well.
No, she is not live laugh loving. She's not having a great time. But she's gonna book it back towards her new friends.
And you only have all of your stuff was in the saddlebag, so all of your shit is gone at this point, except for your rapier, which you had on you. Would you have had anything else on you as you were riding?
She probably had like a water skin or something like that, maybe.
Okay.
But even that, no, I think she probably would have kept it in the saddlebags.
Probably. You have pockets, so maybe you could have put things in your pockets, but just
like small things, but she would have otherwise, like the rapier she has on her person all the time.
Yep.
I think that's kind of it.
Okay.
That would be helpful in this situation anyway.
Yeah. Okie dokie. So then you just like get up, you're like, oh god, and then you just sprint back.
Yeah.
And so because Radiant again was just double timing down the road, so you're down around a bend as you hear all this fighting, and as you come back on and see the party, just as the last whipston takes off into the woods, there is blood and guts everywhere. You see Rieht just collapse down against a tree, and Avorie crawling over to him and handing gently. Storm Rider is clawed all up, and he's just kind of like limping over. Bill is still doing his little foot prancing kind of in the directions of the woods, trying to, he's a Malkier chained horse. He's not unused to these environments, so he knows like stomping, it will prevent things from coming towards him. So as you're sprinting, what do you do as you see this scene?
So she's cut, her rapier is out as soon as when she sort of gets close enough, and is looking around frantically for any sign of danger. And you said there's nothing. It's basically just like
the battle's over by the time you're able to get back.
Okay. So who looks the most injured out of everyone here?
Olvon and Rieht are both really banged up, as well as Storm Rider's also fucked up.
Oh boy.
So like everybody, Avorie, what's your hit points? Like,
I have a little more than half hit points left.
okay, yeah. So everybody's pretty bloody at this point.
Okay.
But I'm not dire.
You're not dire.
I
Okay.
just have a really bad headache.
Okay. So I think she would go up to Olvon then first.
Okay.
And she's going to try and embrace the source
Okay.
and try and cast Cure Wounds.
All right.
On
Go ahead
Olvon.
and do that.
Oh, bitch.
And
Where is it?
I believe your
Where is it?
so composure. Just roll the d20 and add a 4 because that's your composure.
Okay.
It doesn't like for some reason it doesn't import from D&D Beyond, and I
Okay.
haven't figured out how to make it work in Foundry yet. So we're just having to manually do it.
Okay. 15 plus 4. No, I wasn't saying yes to that. I was saying yes to my roll.
No. Okay. Yeah, because you need to beat a 15 in order to embrace the source. So you are like your battle instincts have kicked in, and it just comes naturally to you.
And I have to target Olvon, right, to do it?
Yes. Yeah. So click on him.
Where's Olvon?
He is.
There he is.
You found him.
That's me.
Why can't...
That's me, Olvon.
Yeah,
It's me. Why can't I... Oh, no, I figured it out. I got it. Cure Wounds. Hey.
Yeah!
Hey.
I'm not bloody.
Yay. Okay. So I heal him for... Is that 8? Yes. Do I add anything else to that? I haven't played this.
Should
10.
all
It's 10.
just automatically apply. Yeah. 10.
It's 10. Look at that.
Yeah,
So I heal him
Olvon,
for 10.
you feel describe your channeling what it does to him as he like feels these things. Describe.
So Shainale, she goes from sort of frantic and panic to calm, and her movements become very graceful, and she kind of it's like water, kind of like her movements are very fluid, and she kind of sort of twists her arms together and then lays them on Olvon's chest and heals him. And
Yeah,
she's
and
like,
so-
not today.
Olvon, you'll feel like all of those scratch marks from the tentacles that like wrapped around you and the bite marks. You just feel them slowly start not completely coming together because Shainale it's not something that you use very regularly. So, but you are much better. You don't have any open gaping wounds anymore. It's just more like body sluggishness, and there's just you're off, but you're not dying anymore.
I'll take it. I'll take it. Thank you.
I'm sorry I wasn't here.
I don't think it was your fault. Sure, it was the horse.
Thank you.
Yeah, way to blame the
Oh,
horse.
the horse. The horse. He's okay. Well, we'll worry about that later. Avorie, are you okay? Rieht?
I just have a really bad headache. Shainale, I'm so glad you're okay. I tried to do more than I really should, and I've just got a really bad headache, and I think Rieht's still in pretty bad shape.
Okay. Well, I don't think I have... Oh, wait. No, I do. I have Lay on Hands.
Lay your hands.
I have... That's right. So, wait. Lay on Hands is just something I can do, right?
Yeah, I believe it's one of your actions.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, Shainale is going to stand up and go over to the horse that was damaged.
Yes.
And she's going to put 5 of her Lay on Hands, 5 points of Lay on Hands, so give the horse 5 hit points back.
All right.
Yeah, so I have 15 available. So she's going to put 5 into the horse, and then she's going to put 5 into Rieht's as well. I don't know if I can do that.
I can do it.
You can do it? Okay.
I have the power.
I got the power.
So Rieht's, I can math. That's
15. Yeah. And you know what? She's gonna give 5 to. She's gonna give the last of her 5 to Avorie as well. So she'll be out of lay on hands, but I think that will be helpful because we need to not die.
Right.
That would be much preferred.
Yes.
Yep. Awesome. All right, so the noises of the wilderness slowly start coming back. The last whip spin has obviously taken off. So you just hear birds slowly start chittering to each other, and the crickets start talking again. And you guys you've got one very wounded horse. Ow, Paka! Jesus!
Cats have absolutely no manners. Cats are so fucking lawless. Like,
I'm sorry.
Oh my god!
It was very unexpected. She doesn't normally do that. Yeah, so Storm Rider, you could ride him, but Avorie and Olvon, you guys specifically know that it would be very detrimental to try to put a human body on Storm Rider. You know, it's something you could do, but you just know it's not the best thing for Storm Rider. Radiant's gone. Radiant has taken off down. He will stay on the path, so eventually he will slow down and start walking. And like, you know, again, born and bred here in the territories of the Borderlands, so knows not to veer off the path, but will like mostly take care of himself. He does have the bit in his mouth, so he is going to have problems eating. But he will eventually, if you guys don't catch up to him, he will eventually get to new steading.
So
but will not be able to eat or drink. So if you guys don't catch up to him, he will eventually not be in amazing shape.
What about Stabber?
Stabber did not take any damage. So Stabber is still good to go. And Bill also behind you, still like
Bill is in it. All our supplies are still with Bill. The supplies that were with Bill are still on Bill.
Yeah, all the supplies that the 3 horses you have with you right now are all still available. So Bill will have the bulk of the stuff because he is the pack horse, but you guys did have saddlebags. For some of your more personal items.
Okay. So, how are we gonna handle Rieht since Thom's not here?
He's just gonna continue to walk. Like, he's kind of 1,000-yard stare. He's just like very hurt, very introspective. So he will travel with you.
Okay.
He's just not going to be able to do anything. So
how much weight would you say Bill is carrying right now?
You guys clothes, any extra gear, so probably like with water, it's probably 75 pounds worth of supplies.
Would we be able to turn Storm Rider more into a pack horse and use Bill as a riding mount?
You could do it. It's something you could do. So again, like keeping weight off Storm Rider. If you put more weight on him, it's just he's not going to heal as fast. So that would be like in the healing rules.
Yep. That'd be
the
under
1
exertion.
HP per day as opposed to 2. Like he will be able to walk. The weight that he has on with your saddlebags, which is probably like 10 pounds, that's not going to overexert him. But the more weight you put on him, he's very cut up.
Okay,
He's,
so we are not going to do that then. We're not going to do that. We're just gonna. I'm
Can
okay.
Shainale carry some of the things? Is that possible?
Yeah.
Yeah, same. That's what I was going to
Shainale
say.
was, yeah, I can, because Shainale is fine. Like, other than being like
She's
a little, she's a little sore, she's a little bruised, whatnot, but you know, she flips her essentially non-existent hair, but you know, she's okay. So she's gonna carry some of the stuff that was on. So we're taking off of Bill, right? Bill was the one.
No, Bill's fine. Bill's fine.
Okay.
If
We're
you
I was
wanted-
thinking of trying to use Bill as a mount because we can't use Storm Rider as a mount, but I don't think any of us can really move too fast anyway. I mean, we could also double up on Stabber if he didn't take any damage. We can double, like, you know, double up. Shainale, I'm so glad you're okay.
I'm glad you're okay. I'm sorry.
What happened to Radiant?
Radiant, I believe, is still running ahead. So I had to fall off of him. I think he's okay, but I would like to catch up to him because he's alone here. I don't.
Well, Radiant has made this trek before, so and he's a trained horse, so he will eventually make it to New Spring or New Steading as long as nothing gets him on the way. But yeah, it would be for the best if we are able to catch up to him.
Yes.
But okay, so at least we know he's okay somewhere for now, and
Yes.
you're okay somewhere for now.
Yes.
And we're not okay somewhere for now.
So if you wanted to, Avorie or Olvon, either of you could ride Stabber, like run with him and go attempt to find Radiant. It would split the party. And because that type of riding will be like vigorous and exerting, you would only heal 1 HP today as opposed to the 2 HP. So it's an option of something that either of y'all could do. Shainale, you could attempt to do it, but it's going to be a lot of animal handling checks involved, like trying to catch, and that might be fun. But or two of you go, whatever. Like there's options that I'll let y'all do. Or you could just let him go and eventually get to New Steading. Knowing Avorie and Olvon, you guys would know that he's got that bit in his mouth. He's not going to be able to eat. How many days are we off from? 2 days.
2 days off.
Okay.
2 full days. And
Which
at
could
his
be-
if he goes at a like if he's walking and going along, if he doesn't stop and attempt to do things, like it might be longer. We'll have to see as we go along.
Okay. And Shainale trying to run instead of like run and catch up, try and catch up to Radiant. Because when she fell off of him, was he still like pew?
Oh
like,
yeah,
no?
he was
still looking at
running.
him. Okay.
He'll probably do that for about 20 minutes until he starts getting physically exhausted and like just doesn't hear the sounds, and then he'll slow down and then start slowly walking.
Because Shainale is very athletic. Like she's not good with horses, but she's athletic, and so she can run pretty well. Like, and she's healthy. She hasn't taken really any damage, and so I'm just wondering if she can try, like, booking it.
If that's something you want to do, we could do an athletics check to see if you're able to catch up with him. Because you're not really trained or conditioned for marathon style running, or he's probably about 2 miles ahead of you at this point.
Oh wow!
So you're like trying to sprint to 2 miles to catch up to him. It would be an athletics check to see.
And I'm not sure that that's the best idea because we're still in the wilderness.
I know, that's the thing. It's
so Radiant is gonna tire. And we need to keep moving. We need to get away from this bloodbath because it's going to attract other creatures eventually. The smell of blood on the air is going to be a homing beacon for other creatures. So we cannot stay here. So even if we have to get moving slowly on foot, leading the horses for a little while, I can track Radiant.
Okay.
I can track him. And once we're far enough away from here, we can reanalyze the situation and look and see if he stayed on the path or if he wandered off path, and if we want to split up to try to get him or move ahead. But I think for now, we should just collect everything we can and get as far away from here as we can, because this is not safe for us to be here right now.
Okay. I defer to your expertise. Let's do that.
As do I. I'm going to trust you, so you know a lot more about this than I do.
These are my stomping grounds.
So are you all walking? Is anybody going to attempt to ride Stabber?
I think Olvon needs to get on Stabber.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Olvon probably needs help getting up on Stabber at this point. Quick question is, who was leading Bill before? Was it Rieht?
Rieht was leading Bill.
So Rieht can continue to
Yeah, he can hold on to reins.
Okay.
He's very capable of doing that. Will not overexert him.
Okay.
I'm not that big of a bitch.
And I'm going to take some of my I'm going to take a water skin out of my pack with some cloth and kind of like superficially clean some of Storm Rider's wounds off, because I want to see like how badly did the tentacles hit him? Is he poisoned? Is it just like slash marks that he got, or?
Yeah, he got, the Witspin did wrap its tentacles around him, so he's got all of the marks from that. He did not get poisoned though.
Okay.
And there's huge gashes. Like he's got a huge chunk out of his side from where it bit down, and like.
Okay, so I want to like dress his wounds as much as possible.
Do you have any more of from your medicine kit? You have a medicine kit, right?
I don't remember.
Okay, that's something we can
no, I don't.
Yeah,
and
so you have rags and water, like that is something you do, but if you don't have like a medicine kit or like an herbalism kit,
I do not.
You won't be able to do additional stuff. Let me look at Rieht's, because Rieht might have stuff in his pack, and you would be able to use anything that he has. Water skin. No, he doesn't have any additional.
And I was looking to see if Shainale had any, and she doesn't have either. We are so prepared.
We are so prepared. We don't have anything like that in the packs with Bill.
You know
I feel like when you guys,
she has like 5 daggers though.
Yeah, you do.
So
I feel like when we last went shop and we weren't exactly balling on the financial front.
No, we weren't.
True. Okay, so I'm just gonna take a water skin and like superficially clean.
Didn't all of you take one healing potion when you were there?
I just used it.
You used your 2.
I used my 2. I don't have any more.
I feel like that's something that you guys did take, and maybe it.
I know we had I see rations. We had rations, and there's like I have a climbing kit. Would that help?
Nice try. No.
Okay.
Also, would it be possible to take the saddlebags off of him and put them on Bill?
Oh yeah.
So
Bill can handle much more weight.
Okay.
We're not even up to what you guys weigh on him.
Right.
So
we'll remove the saddlebags, my saddlebags and my bedroll off of Storm Rider and put them on Bill, and then Storm Rider will just still have his saddle on and his reins, and then that way, like, he's as unencumbered as he can be without being bareback. So I'm looking at him and I'm wondering, like, is it the right thing to do to keep him going? I mean, like, is he that bad?
No, he's halfway healed. So what Shainale was able to give him, he was down to 3 out of 13, so he was not doing well. But with what Shainale laying her hands on him, and she was able to get take care of some of the worst wounds. So
so like he's no longer actively bleeding. It's just kind of like perfect.
He doesn't look good, but he will heal. So it's not to the point where you need to put him down. Like he's not
perfect. Okay. So I guess maybe just unencumbering him and starting to walk off. And I don't want to get on a horse anyway right now because I want to be able to track Radiant. So I want to be close to the ground and looking at tracks. And so I asked Shainale, so where did you fall? Take me back to where you fell.
So Shainale is going to go back in the direction that...
Are you guys all going together?
Yeah, I think we're all, at this point, we're moving out of the battle area to get away from this blood and gore that is around us, because scavengers are going to come.
Yeah.
And we definitely don't want that. So...
Yeah, so Shainale will lead Avorie and everyone else in the direction that Radiant took off in. And I'm guessing she would be able to spot where exactly she fell.
We can see the damage from the bush she landed in.
Yeah.
Give me, with the both of you doing it, one of you do a survival roll to see how well y'all do it with advantage. Beth, Avorie, if you do this, you do have, because of your over channeling, remember you have -3 to all of your checks.
Oh,
okay. So this is a decision for y'all to make.
3. So I'll still be a +2 to survival. Even with the negative hit.
And because multiple people are doing it, you'll have advantage with the help. Yeah, this is something that you can do as a group, and so that
Yeah, so you roll Avorie because yours is better than mine for sure.
Survive. Oh no, what did you say? In
survival check with advantage, and then we'll just have to
manually subtract 3.
Yeah. Oh.
How?
Are you kidding?
How do I roll double nat once? How does that happen? I critically failed twice. I literally
You know what?
My head is really hurting right now.
This makes sense. Because y'all got fucked up.
Absolutely killing me, and I'm kind of seeing double vision right now, and I'm like, wow, I'm not as good as I thought I was.
And between also your concern for everybody, all of y'all are very concerned about the health of what's going on. Shainale, you're not used to tracking, so you're not 100% certain where you fell. The road, like, there's just, it's very well traveled, so it's not very obvious where you fell. You basically fell off into these bushes, but because you didn't really make you didn't really break anything, so it's not very clear. Plus, you're just like, I don't know what these bushes are supposed to do. So between the impressive environment, the concern for everybody, like, just all of the factors are going completely against your entire party in this moment.
I'm just gonna go to sleep. I'm just gonna sleep for the rest of the okay, so okay, my head is really is pounding. I'm not feeling so well. We're just gonna have to hope that Radiant stays on the road and maybe slows down from exhaustion, and that we come upon them later. And
let's keep going and find somewhere safe where you all can rest.
Are you guys going to continue to travel until dinner time, or until it's time to bunk down for the night? Are you going to cut out early? How do y'all want to proceed for the rest of the day?
I'm all in for traveling for the rest of the day, but it's almost like we're on rough terrain because we're all so like we're walking.
You could choose to go at regular pace, but that will be because you're not riding. Olvon, except for you, the two Avorie, you'll only heal 1 HP today if you guys go at regular pace. If you're not slowing down, same thing with Rieht. He'll only heal 1 HP today if you guys slow down, and same thing with Storm Rider. But if you slow down a little bit, which will make you take longer to get to it essentially it would turn it into a 3-day trip if you guys slow down. So right now you guys are 2 days away. At lunchtime today, you guys are 2 days, or you would know that's 2 days away. Slowing down will put you to 3 days. It's a choice you can make, but you'll be in the wilderness longer. So it will. You also know, Avorie, when you get to new setting, they will be able to heal y'all when you get there. So these are all choices. So you guys, that I'm just giving you all the facts that you know, so you can make these choices.
I know that just my body is conditioned for this environment, so I kind of almost go into like a, hate to use modern colloquialisms, but automatic pilot. In just walking and keeping a pretty good pace. I have to take like frequent drinks of water. So I'm pushing myself, but I'm not exerting myself. I'm like walking at a normal pace for me. And I think based on Shainale's athleticism, that's not a problem, right? But we are still leading the Storm Rider by hand. Olvon is holding on to the saddle on Stabber, and Rieht's pulling up the rear with Bill. But so however far you think we make, I think we should just no breaks and keep going until dusk as far as we can get, because we're already going to be behind.
Yeah, Shainale is also, I want Shainale to be keeping an eye out, so keeping sort of watch, because she's aware that her companions are not doing great. So she is hyper vigilant right now.
Okay. What are you looking out for? Just anything?
She's looking out for silence. She is looking out for if things get too quiet. I think that's mostly what she's looking out for.
Right. Give me an investigation check with advantage to see how well you're able to do that. And I'll just let that be for basically until y'all stop.
I mean, it's not a 1, it's a 10. It's a 10.
What is with the ones today? Shainale rolled a 1 and a 10 with advantage. So
oh, so 10.
You're doing great.
Yeah,
10 is average.
You do, as y'all move away, you do hear behind you that it's getting quieter, and you remember what Avorie said about like scavengers will be coming, and you realize it's a good decision. But as y'all continue, the forest is just making the same noises. You're not able to determine, because you don't know what these creatures that live on land sound like and do. Like they don't sound like seagulls or some of the other terns and other birds that you're used to hearing when you pull into ports. But it's consistent with what you've been hearing all the day before and this morning before it got quiet.
Do we pick up on any signs of radiant passing? Like, are there any?
Once you get 2 miles down the road, the hoof tracks do slow down to indicate that Radiant had slowed down at some point and is walking at a plodding pace.
Can I go ahead and reload my my mini dragons?
You can absolutely do that, and because we're not, that is just something I believe you're just able to do. If we were in combat, it would take 3 rounds, but because you're on horseback and you've got both hands free, you're able to just do that. You did pick up your little artificer cannon, right?
Yeah.
And bring it with you? All right.
Yeah.
Did you switch
Once
it
I
into
reloaded, no, I haven't changed it. I'm
Okay.
gonna still leave it in protector mode.
Okay.
But while I'm on the horse, I'm gonna have the longer of the mini dragons, just kind of like across the saddle, pointed to the left, and then I'll have like the my little crossbow loaded and kind of pointed to the right.
Mm.
And I'm just sitting there like with the handheld mini dragon, just
Because you're still frightened, right?
Yeah.
He got out of fright. He
got
was
out of
frightened
fright.
during his watch, but with you guys, but y'all.
Okay.
You guys were
okay.
able to calm him down in the morning after you saw him like freaking out and kind of twitching and spazzing. So he
Oh
he
my
did
God.
succeed that fear check.
not freaked out. I'm just trying to be aware because
Mhm.
almost died.
So, since this is a well-traveled road, I'm gonna say that I know that within another hour of walking distance, there is an established campsite
Okay.
for people to stop. That's going to, be like a cleared out area that other people have used.
So that'll be about mid-afternoon time frame. So if you choose to stay there, you'll lose a little bit of time, but you'll have successful camping.
I think we're just too, in general, we're too, like,
Y'all
not
need to
with
rest.
it to be able to keep going nonstop, because I know that we're going to have to make our own preparations for night if we don't stop here. And I don't think that we're capable of clearing terrain to rest comfortably.
Totally.
So,
Totally
okay.
will allow that. Yeah.
So about a mile from here, there's a like an established campsite where we can set up, and we're not going to have to clear a lot of brush and debris away. There might even
If it's
be
an hour away, it's about 3 miles.
Well, that's
probably
right. You know what I mean? 3 miles. Sometime up the road, we will come across a site that has frequently been used by travelers, and I think that would probably be a great place for us to stop. Who knows? Maybe even Radiant is grazing nearby because there's grazing areas, or trying to graze nearby because there's a stream that runs by there and grazing area for livestock. So maybe we'll find him there.
Give me an animal handling check, with just a regular animal handling check to see what Radiant does. And because this is Radiant and not you, you don't need to do the subtract 3.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Yeah, because that's the only way I can think of, like, would he stop?
So
is
just
I'm gonna
a
have
normal?
Just a normal.
Big money, no whammies.
Oh my fucking God, are you kidding me? 6.
So Radiant's just gonna move on. Like he stops, does attempt to eat, realizes he can't, and just like he's attempting to drink. He's able to like wet his mouth, but it's just like he just keeps going. He knows eventually down this road, he has traveled this road before. He knows that there is help that way. So as he attempts to do this, he just keeps going. He has not stopped.
Okay.
I know, I'm feeling so bad for this horse. I'm really hating my personal life decisions of deciding to be cruel like Robert Jordan was sometimes, and like treat animals badly.
Sure. Okay.
I'm hating myself.
So we make our way to this spot, and there may even be other people there. That could be a good thing or a bad thing.
Yeah, so you guys just continue traveling, and you're able to get to that place. You set up for the night. Are you gonna like start a fire? Or are you gonna eat camp? Because you have just the rations, but then you also have food that you can make. I'm assuming Olvon and Avorie, did you guys? Everybody had embrace the source. Do any of y'all drop it, or do you continue the embrace?
I'm gonna say that my head is hurting so much. I unembraced the source at some point during the day, just because I'm not a strong channeler anyway, and I'm just not feeling well. So I unembraced.
Avorie would have explained how long we would have until we make it to this little clearing, right?
Mm-hmm.
I would have at least attempted to hold on to my embrace until
you'd
we
be
get to
able
the
to hold onto it. you're out. You've thoroughly expended all your ability to channel. If you attempt to channel, it will be over channeling. So that doesn't mean you drop the source if you don't want to. But if you need to use it, it would be over channeling.
Yeah, I'm gonna just try to hold it until we make it to this little clearing, and then once we get there and everything's kind of like we're kind of settled there enough to where like everybody else is kind of relaxed and aware, then I'll kind of drop it or let it go.
Release.
I'll stop my wrestling with that there sardine.
Shainale, what do you?
Shainale is not releasing the swords. She's still embracing it.
Cool. Awesome sauce. Are you cooking food? Are you eating rations? What are y'all doing?
I think Shainale would try and cook something because she would think like that's something a little bit more substantial. Because that's food. Food helps. So
and actually, fire will keep some of these creatures away at night. So having a fire would actually be a good thing. It might attract some things, but it will also keep them away. It would keep some of the other things away. So having a fire would be a good thing.
We
And
traveled
Shainale's probably really cold. Again?
Yes.
Sorry. Hold on, what?
We've traveled how far?
You guys are stopping early, so you're halfway there. You've done a day and a half of traveling. Just short of a day and a half.
I mean, like rough distance wise, from where we just had to fight for our lives to where we are.
Oh,
now.
you guys are about 5 more miles down the road.
Okay.
Yeah, because where you saw Radiant stop, that was slow down, that was 2 or 3 miles, and you guys have gone about 3 or 4 more miles.
Okay, because if it had been like 3 or less miles, I'd be like, maybe we shouldn't cook food, considering there's scavengers like 3 miles behind us.
Yeah, y'all are far enough away that it's like the smells wouldn't necessarily attract more. I mean, might attract little things, but yeah, nothing that is going to eat carcasses is following you.
So Avorie is gonna go to the stream and wash the gore and viscera off of her like the best she can because she's covered. So yeah. So I'm gonna go take a bath, basically. It's a sponge bath, but it's a bath.
The stream is runoff from the mountains, so it is frigid water, but you're used to this.
I'm used to it. Yeah.
You've lived up here almost the entirety of your life with the exception of your stint in the tower.
Right. So I'm getting myself clean.
Anybody else? I'm sure Rieht would do the same thing. Yeah.
Right.
So I'm sure he makes a comment.
Horses, get them settled in.
I'd wait for them to be done. And then I'd probably do the rag method. I'm not hopping in the river. I'm gonna just take a rag and just kind of wipe it all down.
Yeah, coming up here is the first time you've seen snow. Like, cool. So y'all settle in. The sun is still up over the top of the mountains, but is starting to drop. And it was a little cooler today than it's been the past several days. So, and the temperature is slowly it's definitely like Avorie, you would know that you guys are a cold front's probably coming through. You know, this nice new spring weather that y'all have up here in the Borderlands. And as the sun is just settling behind the mountains, you guys hear before you see, but a rider is walking up the path and approach, and this is where we are going to introduce a new player. Everybody welcome Adelorna.
Hey.
Yeah, there we go.
Hey.
And so glad you're joining us.
Yeah.
Tell us what they see as you slowly, because you've traveled this road frequently. You know, like Avorie does, that this is a dedicated place to stop. you're doing a little better job than them timing to make sure you're getting to these places. So describe what you look like, what they see, what your horse looks like.
Okay. You see a rather short, very pale-skinned woman in all black with a little bit of silver trimming. Her hair is stark white. And she's just riding on this road, headed what looks to be in your general direction. She also looks to be looking around everywhere, very attentive to her surroundings.
All right, and you see people at the camp. So do you choose to stop? Do you want to move on? What do you want to do?
Oh, she's stopping at the camp. She's not dumb. She will try and take in as much information as she can about them just by looking at them and seeing what they're doing.
Yeah, and just for Adelorna's situational awareness, will each of you guys describe what you look like, what you're doing as she approaches, like how are you guys all reacting to this situation?
So, question.
Yep.
Do I recognize the kind of outfit she's wearing as something commonly seen? Like, would I know in association by what she's wearing?
Yeah, you would. She just looks like a merchant traveling.
Okay.
Like, just somebody, a regular person. So she's not a Black Owl member. So
okay, yeah, that's what I was trying to see. If there's an affiliation, that like a uniform type of situation going on. So
yeah. And and Adelorna, do you have the?
Yep.
Okay. What color is it?
Red.
Okay.
Okay. So, am I the first person to notice her?
Probably.
Okay. So
more than likely, because you got your head on a swivel.
Okay. So I've kind of been my longbow has been like resting all day on my shoulders, so I kind of grasp the hilt of it a little bit and say, "Hello, stranger."
And what do you look like? So she knows.
What do I look like? So I am really, really, really travel weary at this point. You can tell I'm freshly washed. My hair is wet. I have a short, for lack of a better term, pixie cut kind of haircut. I'm brown haired. My eyes are slightly angular. They're also brown. I'm wearing leathers that would blend in with the forest. And I am holding onto a longbow very loosely.
And she would recognize you as Kandori, right?
Yes. And I'm also wearing a Black Owl's.
You are wearing your Black Owl cape?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
So, you would recognize that she is one of the warders, the warden, or not warders, warden organization that basically patrols the territories of the borderlands. You're one of the lower ranks, right, Avorie?
I'm like a sergeant, basically.
Yeah.
I'm not low west because I've been part of them for like 10 years at this point, but not like a captain. I'm like a scout. I'm a scout.
Yeah. And
I don't know if we ever assigned a rank to me.
I did. Well, I think we did, and I just didn't write it down, but I've got the whole of ranks. Where did it go? Oh my god. Yeah, so the recruits are the lowest, so you'd be a corporal.
Okay.
Sergeant. No, sorry, you are a sergeant. So it goes master warden, senior wardens, junior wardens, sergeants, corporals, recruits.
Okay.
Yeah, I was very creative when I came up with these terms.
You sure were. You sure were. Okay, so that's me. That's me.
Yep. Shainale, Olvon, what does she see when she looks at you?
So when Avorie starts speaking to this new person. Shainale is also on guard and has her hand on her rapier. Shainale is a sea folk. She has dark skin, mostly bald except for a little bit of a mohawk down the middle. She has no chain, but earrings on both ears. And she kind of has blue and yellow sort of silks underneath, and then a sort of duster coat on top. She doesn't look like she's prepared for weather here. She is not completely prepared for weather here. But she is looking very she looks very stern and very on guard.
Okay.
And then Olvon?
So it's awkward timing because Olvon is kind of over by the river, giving himself a rag
I
bath.
love this. What state of dress is he in? I have to know.
So, given that it's a rag bath, he's taken off. You can see to like his side, kind of hanging off of a tree branch or something, is a black cloak that's got blood stains on it, and it's got several like kind of gashes and cuts in it. He's standing by the river, just kind of like as somebody speaks, he's got the rag and he's like, kind of like, son of a bitch. But he's still wearing, you can see it's light leather armor that he's wearing, but there's several like punctures and slashes in it. Which through those you can see like moderately to mostly healed wounds.
Okay.
But it's clear that like because he's kind of wet all over that he's been freshly wiping off like blood.
Okay.
Black in color beard, goes down to about the middle of his chest, shaved sides and back of his head, and the rest of the hair is like pulled straight back, kind of into a ponytail. And like the look on his face whenever he turns around kind of is like just kind of like that kind of like, are you serious look. You can also like to his, but like by his feet you also I don't know, I would imagine you know what the mini dragons are.
Yes. Yeah, they're very common these days.
Yeah. So you see like a long barrel mini dragon and then a short handheld mini dragon by his feet, and just the look on his face is just like, are you fucking serious?
This wasn't quite the reception I was looking for.
Oh my god, accent.
Hello.
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 Do you mind if I share the campground? It's communal, right?
Absolutely.
Right.
Where are you traveling from?
Oh, new setting.
We're on our way there, actually.
Nice.
We had some trouble on the road earlier today.
I can tell. None of you.
You would have passed the carnage.
Yeah.
When you went by, so you noticed that there were 3 dead, hacked to pieces wet spins. You saw human blood. There was a gore of one that crawled off into the woods. You saw like the kerfuffle of everything that happened.
Did you all manage to keep yourselves more or less in one piece, or
More or less.
more or less? She kind of tracks over to Olvon and then tracks back to the group. Right, more or less.
You'll also see a Ogier that is just sitting by the fire warming himself, and he is also in very bad condition. He's cleaned up in the river as well, but he's got that 1,000-yard stare just glaring into its unfocused eyes as he looks into the fire.
Are you?
And 3 horses, one of which is in really rough shape.
Your horses too. All right. Just so you know, person at the river, you could move down just a little bit and kind of stay out of sight of a communal campground. Not that I'm complaining about the view at all. And then she'll kind of track back to the rest of the group. I'm Rivessa. I'm already breaking the group.
Like...
All right.
Take a humor sprint for breaking Beth. First sprint of today. Oh, also, I forgot earlier. All three characters from last week take a bravery sprint, and Avorie take a compassion sprint from last week for attempting to toss Olvon the heal all potion, even though you didn't do that well. You tried in the middle of battle. That was very kind of you. And then today, so also for today, for trying to take care of Stormrider, take a compassion sprint, Shainale take a compassion sprint, and Olvon take another, just because you guys are trying to help each other. I like it when players help each other.
Oh,
Yay! Okay, thanks.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks. We're also
after
trying to
comment. Olvon's just going to be like, I don't really care that you can see me. I just put down my weaponry, and then something shows up. That's by the look. Like, of course, the second I stop being prepared, somebody shows up.
The wheel weaves as the wheel wills.
It hasn't been a good day. All right.
I mean, I can tell it's not been a good day. Are you all right? Like, more or less, you're going to be able to make it to town?
we'll be able to make it eventually. We're short a horse.
I see.
We lost a mount. As you can tell, we're a rather eclectic group. And might I ask, Rivessa, why are you traveling to New Steading?
I'm just a merchant in the area, going from one place to another.
Interesting. You don't have any supplies with you?
No.
So Rivessa will have a full set of, like, she'll have her saddle packed and everything.
Okay,
yeah.
I'm just
Yeah, no, she's prepared. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
because I'm a little wary right now. I'm a little out of sorts. Avorie's a little out of sorts. Has this really killer migraine headache right now, and was gonna get ready to hunker down. And now there's somebody new at the campfire, and now I feel like I can't really just go to sleep.
Olvon's gonna go back to wiping her. She's like, "Oh, what kind of merchant? What do you sell, or what do you buy?"
Please hold while I consult my character sheet.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. I forget what she sells.
Oops.
Whoopsies!
Propane and propane accessories.
Propane. Yep.
Propane accessories.
I can't find where it is. Do you remember, DM?
Oh, sorry, I meant to go look it up and then I got distracted.
Yeah.
My bad.
Isn't it like it's...
Yes, I meant to look at this and then I totally fucking forgot.
That never happens.
You
You never forget to do
are-
anything around here.
I know, right?
Huh.
I don't think we.
Yeah. Okay.
You're in the Grom trade agreements
Yes.
and other valuable exchange without. Yeah.
Yeah. So I tend to facilitate transactions with Grollum. The people of the Borderlands seem to trust me more or less, at least to facilitate such transactions.
Interesting. I can tell by your
Kysane.
Kysane. Are you
yeah.
are you from Malkier?
Yes and no. It's difficult to explain. I'm from all over, but I tend to grab onto the traditions that I respect the most.
I've been around Malkier my entire life. I can understand why you would respect them.
Yes. Them Shainarans, the whole borderland, really. They're wonderful people.
We are. Avorie just really wants to go to sleep. Her head is killing her. She's not feeling very, very.
Can Rivessa tell?
With your passive insight, yeah, I mean, it's very obvious that they are. Like, Avorie is probably like just periodically holding her head, and they're everybody but Shainale has very visible open gashes through their travel clothes.
All right. Well, this is fortunate. I mean, I could probably take first watch if you all wanted to just go to sleep, or since we don't really know each other,
I will be watching over them.
All right.
Yeah. And Rivessa, I will say, just for the purposes, I didn't put it in your inventories, but I'm assuming you would travel with a medicine kit and like 1 or 2 heal-alls, just because you're well versed in all of this. So even though it's not technically in your inventory, I'll say that you have it. If you choose to if you want to help them, that's something you can do, and you do have the tools available to do that. If you want to, you don't have to.
Yeah. Okay. Well, knowing that she has that, she will offer one. I have a spare if anyone's looking particularly ragged.
So,
my wounds at this point are way more superficial. My stuff is I need rest at this point for myself. Olvon and Stormrider are the ones that are really worse right now.
And Rieht also.
And Rieht as well.
Yeah, Rieht is at 13 out of 25.
Ooh.
So, okay, he's about half. That's
not too bad, actually.
Score.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
Yeah,
It's
it's about the same as Olvon. Olvon, you're at 13 out of 24. And Stormrider is 8 out of 13.
Oh, so he's actually doing pretty well.
He's about half. He's like still not amazing, but
Wait a minute, how am I worse off than everybody else?
Because you didn't take any healing. Like nobody.
You didn't take healing. I don't.
You have the.
No, I gave 5 to Avorie.
Did you not add the 5 to yours? You might be at
not.
So you're at 20 out of 25. So go ahead and add that 5 in.
I got it.
From Shainale earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was gonna say you shouldn't be at 15.
Okay, so I'm actually doing pretty freaking well, except for my head hurting. Oh my god.
In the meantime, Olvon's gonna dry off, put his cloak back on, carry his dragons over, and find a tree to like lean up against. The long barrel one will kind of sit by him across his legs, but the handheld one is firmly in his hand, and he's just like, "I'm good." I appreciate it.
There's a couple of lean-to, like, again, this is a well-established campground, so there's not like cabins, but there's lean-tos that you can go in out of shelter. There's a clearing, there's logs laid around a fire pit, like a well-established fire pit. It's not just things stacked up. There is gear. Like there's a little it's not a shed, it's essentially a chest looking thing. It's not a chest, but that if you open it, people have donated supplies. So there's a fishing pole, there's a covered area that has firewood stacked up, and Rivessa and Avorie, you would know that it's in these campgrounds, it's the general etiquette to replace it. So if you use the firewood, you're expected to replenish it for the next travelers. It's basically the karma of traveling. You want to have things available, so you need to provide them for other people as you go through. And if you have extra stuff and you want to leave it, like especially if you're traveling this road and you just want to have a fishing pole there, like that, it's a common practice too. There's a little mess kit in there, so things like that.
Okay. So I'm thinking that maybe the heal-all should be used for Stormrider so he can actually be ridden tomorrow comfortably without any inhibition on movement, because we're already going to have to double up on a saddle with somebody anyway because we're short a horse.
Shainale.
So that's my vote.
Yeah. I agree.
Olvon gives his thumbs up.
Cool. So, Rivessa, if you want to roll for that, the regular heals are just a d6. So let me know what it is, and I will add that to Storm Rider. Your first roll of the game.
Why did it put 2 of them? I don't know, but they're both 6s.
Okay. That makes sense. That's 12
Yay.
twice. Okay. Oh, yeah. So that's more than he needs. That gets him back up to full health.
Yay.
Okay.
Yay!
Yeah, and it wouldn't, because you had that buffer over, normally it would have only been half, but because you went over, it basically gets you all the way back up.
Okay.
And I don't want Storm Rider. So he still has these gashes, but you're able to sew, like, you can sew him up a little bit, so there's still a cut there, but he's, it also reinvigorates him. Heals are very powerful herbs.
Perfect.
Excellent.
All right,
So,
well,
actually,
it's
it'll
good
be-
to go for tomorrow.
He'll be at 12 because it really doesn't get that far. All right, cool.
Can I give you payment for this heal all?
Not at all. It's fine. It's a horse.
It is a horse.
You
And-
took it into battle, and it didn't super really have a choice. Animals are different. If I was healing one of you, of course I would take payment, but it's the horse.
Well, thank you very much for your generosity.
Not a problem.
And I have got to go to bed. My head.
Right.
Sleep is the only thing that's really going to help me.
Y'all are divvying up the watches.
Yeah.
I'm
so
sure they're not
Shainale-
going to let her take a watch because they don't know her.
Yeah. So Shainale will say, like, I welcome taking a watch with you if you would like to
Of course.
stay awake.
All right. I can go first.
Okay, so I'm going to retire and take
Mhm.
myself off camera so I can eat my sushi that my mother just brought me that I didn't know she ordered for me.
Actually, this is a good time to take a break because I do have to take a bathroom break. So let's do a
Okay.
quick, 5-minute.
Look at this.
Go
Look at-
refresh
Oh my
yourselves.
God, that looks so
amazing.
good.
Magic and
amazing.
horror.
So, nice little
break
Right.
there.
Yeah, so Shainale and Rivessa are standing watch together, and then I know Rieht previously this morning had said, after Olvon had his not so amazing experience last night standing watch by himself, Rieht had volunteered to stand watch with Olvon to keep him company. So even though Rieht is discombobulated, Olvon, if you take a turn, he'll do it with you. And then that just leaves Avorie if you want to stand watch by yourself, or you're muted.
Oh, you are muted, my dear. Yeah.
I'll take the last watch so I can get several hours of uninterrupted sleep.
Mhm.
And you will not, because in order to recover from your over channeling, you do need to sleep a consecutive 24 hours.
Right.
So this will not, you will still have your -3 penalty on all checks.
Is my
Unless
head at least not hurting as much?
your head won't, yeah, after you sleep, that headache will go away.
Because
But
migraines are a bitch.
Yeah.
but like, your whole body is still physically exhausted,
Okay.
and just like
So I'll
what
still have
you-
a -3 on everything
everything until you
until
get
I
that
sleep for a
24
whole
hours.
24 hours.
Yep.
Okay. Great.
So what we're gonna do now is, because you guys do have 2 days of traveling left, what we're gonna do is we're not under the traveling rules anymore. So you guys have conquered that hurdle and done your thing. We're going to pseudo fast forward. So if there's conversations you want to have, we can do that. But essentially, you guys are able to get from here to New Hope, or why do I keep saying New Hope? New Steading without any other hitches. I'll allow you guys to have conversations, especially Rivessa. Do you want to travel with them, or are you going to?
Yeah, she's going to try and travel with them back if they will allow.
All right. Shainale, what I'm going to have you do is see if y'all are able to catch up to Radiant. So roll me a d4. Because you guys have, I'm assuming y'all are going at regular traveling pace from now on with the horses. Radiant will be slightly slow before. Yeah. Well, I was going to explain this whole thing, but
sorry, I got excited.
No, it's fine. But I was going to say, like, if you got a 1 or a 2, you would catch up. Like, if you got a 1, you guys wouldn't catch up to him. If you had a 2, you would catch up to him just before he got to, y'all got to New Steading. But if 3 or 4, you guys are going to find him the next day.
Yes. Yay.
Yeah, so he just moved up just a little bit further, but he's trying to eat. He is exhausted. You find him and he's foaming at the mouth a little because he hasn't been able to drink anything.
Yeah.
But you guys are able to get him and take care of him. I'm assuming you're gonna feed and water him. And do all the things. He's been strapped in so he's had the saddle on the entire time. He's just he's
not doing great.
Yeah, he's not hurt. So he hasn't lost any HP, but he's just he's tired. He hasn't slept. He doesn't feel good.
Shainale is gonna give him she's gonna give him lots of very calming strokes and kind of whisper and speak to him and try and be calming so that he can settle down.
Aw.
Yeah.
And he's a little less exasperated with you now than he has been before.
Excellent.
So is there any conversation that you guys want to have before I get to starting to describe what you see in the next day's evening as you're approaching New Steading just before dusk?
Rivessa, when was the last time you were in New Steading?
Whatever you want.
Okay. Probably within the last month.
Is there any? It's been at least 6 months since I've been there last. Is there any new news that you can tell us?
DM question?
Okay, so basically I'm trying to ascertain if she's aware of the people that are missing. I don't want to divulge why we're necessarily going there yet, but I want to know if it's publicly spoken about in there. Is it, like the rumor mill?
People who travel throughout the wilderness have heard of these farms just appearing to be abandoned. People who have been expected to show up places, some of them aren't. And there's just no consistent patterns that anybody can find out. And it is really happening in this part of Malkier specifically. It's not as much in Kandor or some of the other places. It's very much within 100 square miles of approximately where you are in northern Malkier.
All right, so it's common knowledge, really. It's unfortunate. And it makes me worry.
I agree. Somebody who's basically grown up here, the farmers and people who have made this area their home are normally pretty hardy and can defend themselves. And to see so many, or to hear about so many entire families and farmsteads being just mysteriously, gone, and that's one of the reasons why we're coming up here, is to take a look. The Black Isles want to get involved, and there's been enough news generated about it that we're starting an official inquiry.
That's unsurprising, knowing the Black Owls. Someone's looking into it.
Any other conversations that y'all want to have?
I think Shainale is trying to get a read off of Avorie to get a read is trying to read from Avorie whether or not this is someone that she can trust.
And Avorie's trying to get a read.
And Rivessa's trying to get a read. Yep. We're all trying to incite each other.
So Avorie's passive insight is 13. So you're pretty insightful person. Rivessa, what would she be reading off of you? As y'all are traveling together for 2 days.
That she is very curious about the group, and she is actually concerned about the missing people and parts.
Okay.
But no bad vibes.
Okay, no bad vibes. Just I'm getting aloof vibes, but not bad.
Exactly. She's kind of trying to hold herself at a little bit of a distance.
Okay.
And trying to get a read on the group, but also recognizing that they have similar things that they're concerned about.
Okay. And I was going to say something and I've lost my train of thought.
Uh-oh.
Happens when you get old. So I want to know if I can pick up on generally how Rivessa feels about the Black Owls in general.
Rivessa?
One moment, let me look.
Oh. And
organization. Yeah. She does know of them.
Yes, they're very well known
Yeah.
throughout the world, but specifically here in the Borderlands. You would know that they are helpful to people, especially in these outlying communities.
We just lost the connection to I just lost the Foundry connection.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
yep.
Foundry
That
just
was
crashed.
That was me. God damn, my battery's dying. So
oh no.
I was trying to reduce what I'm using, but I forgot when I close it, you guys lose it.
Yep.
So we might be stopping earlier today then.
No.
I'm at 17%.
But yeah, if the Black Owls are a upstanding group that try to help and do positive things, then she has a positive opinion of them.
Perfect. Okay.
Also, she would notice that any Malkieri traditions that she's aware of, she does see her acting in those specific ways a lot.
Okay.
Okay.
How many Borderland traditions would she be aware of?
How
many areas?
You grew up in the Borderlands, so you would be very aware of all of them.
Oh no, I mean Avorie.
Avorie's
how many would she pick up on from her?
A lot.
Just any of the mannerisms. So it's it's very standard behavior for a Malkier.
Yeah, and I'm Borderlands through and through, and the Black Owls are largely comprised of Borderlands members. So even if they aren't, I'm going to be familiar with Shainale and what used to be Candor, because it's really not Candor anymore, right? Because
you're all still it's more like states, how we would think of states within a nation. So because the Borderlands did petition after, and I have it, I've got it written out. They did petition, and it was approved that they could join as a singular nation because all of the leadership, with the exception of Landman Dragarin, all of the leaders after last battle and their entire family lines were dead. Most of the nobles' family lines were all dead. Like the Borderlanders, population-wise, took one of the worst hits. They had been fighting all of these battles before last battle started, so as nations they were completely decimated. So as they were going back and repopulating the lands, trying to recover, I think the world realized that even though the Dragon Piece specifically stated that you couldn't change, that it locks the nations in where they are, they did recognize that this was a problem. So, and did allow Lan to basically take charge of the leadership of all of the nations. They all still do have their own individual leaders. So it's like governors that we would think here in the United States. So they still, like, now that they're starting to repopulate, and it's been 100 years almost.
Mm-hmm.
They do have their own leaderships.
I started sharing the chat log again for the roles.
Thank you. Okay, we'll get that.
Okay.
Appreciate you.
So yeah, Avorie would notice mostly Shainale and Malkieri.
All right. Okay. So the more I see Rivessa honoring customs of local tradition, the more comfortable I'm getting.
Okay.
With her. So I'm feeling arm's length camaraderie.
Yes. Same.
No animosity.
No.
But we're not besties.
No.
Okay. I gotta find my screen. Cool beans. Sorry. I unplugged my second monitor, and that is helping my battery power. So, but now everything's all on one screen, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm putting in the chat the history of the territories of the Borderlands if anybody wants to look through that. So it'll give you specific times and dates of like when all these things happened. So for Bora and Rivessa, you guys can look at that casually. All right. So any other things that y'all want to try to do as you're traveling? Thoughts about what your characters might do?
I think Shainale wants to try and get more of a handle on dealing with horses, because she does not want a situation like that happening ever again, where she is out of the fight and her companions are, she doesn't want that happening again. So she is going to make more of an effort to really try and get the hang of this horse thing.
Are you asking for help? Are you observing? Like, how are you doing this?
Both, I think. I think she'd be trying, like, every time Avorie is mounting and dismounting, every time Avorie is interacting with the horses, she is watching carefully. And she would also go to Avorie and ask her for help too. But she would do it away from everyone else.
Rivessa's going to be trying to catch all of this, by the way, just FYI. She's keeping a super close eye on this group.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, with your perception, your passive perception, it's very obvious that this is going on. Like that.
Okay.
I mean, it's not too often that you see a seafolk person trying to mount a horse. It's
it's a disaster. Shainale, like, you've done it enough now that like you don't need quite as much help, and I'm assuming Rieht is just going to be, he knows now to be there to help calm Radiant before you get on, and he reminds you about, think of the rigging, and think of he's helping coach you through this. But Rivessa, it is a disaster. Like, she's kind of flopping on her belly and like barely able to swing her leg over, and she does this kicking thing with her foot as she's trying to find the stirrup.
And it's such a contrast, because like she is very she walks with a lot of confidence when she is not, like, if it has nothing to do with the horse, she's fine. She is very sure-footed. She knows what she is doing, but once it becomes time to interact with the horses, she's like,
Okay, perfect.
very much a fish out of water.
Yes.
Literally.
Perfect.
Literally.
What a perfect metaphor. Yes, exactly.
Yep. Yeah, and so Avorie will be able to give you some advice. And by the time you guys are approaching new setting, you'll have a better understanding of, like, you're actually able to saddle Avorie, and Olvon don't have to do this for you anymore. You're still, like, the bridle, while you're used to complicated rigging, like, you know how to get on there, but then, like, his Radiant's ears start twitching, and you're just like, stop moving. But you're getting the basic functionality about how to make it work. You've been able to successfully put a feed bag on him without him freaking out. All that sort of stuff. So, like, and Rieht would have coached you a little bit on, like, soothing techniques. And even though you can't make that purring noise, that's so odd coming from such a large creature, but that calms it down. You're able to start slowly, not to put your mouth right in his face, like, to slowly pet him first, and don't walk around behind. If you do, you need to be right up next to the butt, all that sort of stuff.
How does Rivessa feel about cats?
She's fine with cats.
Fine.
Because I have Gwen is my animal companion, named after Guinevere.
Oh,
she's a little palace cat.
Oh boy,
I love that.
She
Adorable.
is my animal companion. So I'm just wondering, because Gwen's pretty much stuck to Rieht's side whenever he's around, because he's Rieht and he's a no gear. I'm just wondering how Gwen and Rivessa will get along.
Rivessa, basically, when it comes to animals in general, she loves animals, but she's not going to go up to the animal. She wants the animal to come to her first.
Okay.
So you're never going to see her approaching any animal she doesn't already know.
So Gwen is kind of cat-like.
Yeah.
Interested, but
Not.
exactly.
Yeah. I mean, if whenever came over to, like, inspect or try and sniff her or anything like that, she would hold out a hand cautiously, but she's not going to force any interactions with Gwen.
Perfect.